The Legend of Zelda, one of the most iconic video game franchises in history, widely considered one of the greatest games ever made. From the amazing musical themes to the animated graphics to the fun storytelling. Whether you have played it or not, the name Zelda is recognized around the world. And for those who have yet to play, this guy right here is not Zelda. But we'll get to that. Hello everyone, I'm TruthTF, and today we're going to look 30 years back in time and go back to the year 1992. We'll take a look at The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. While we're back in 1992, we'll talk with a young Truth and see how the game fares then and how it fares right now. We'll cover gameplay, graphics, audio, replay value, and historical impact. 30 years ago, the gaming industry was dominated by two consoles, the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. I'll let you discuss which one's the best one in the comments below. Back then, games were $50 a pop, which is about $105 now. So you probably played the shit out of that one game. Now let's head back to 1992 to meet up with young Truth. But before we do that, how about some history on The Legend of Zelda? The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past was released April 1992 in the States. It tells the story of a young lad named Link. Yes, this is not Zelda. Awakened by a pleading Princess Zelda, Link then goes to the castle to rescue her from the wizard Aghanim, only for her to be captured again later. He then must get the pendants of power, courage, and wisdom so he may wield the mythical Master Sword, the only sword that can defeat the wizard. After Aghanim is defeated, he is teleported to the Dark World, a corrupted world influenced by the powerful ruler Ganon. He must then rescue Zelda, along with 7 other maidens, and break the curse of the darkness. And then he lives happily ever after, until Game Boy Link's Awakening, but we may get to that later. The feeling of waking up to the rain with nothing but a lantern, then finding the hidden bush in the castle that led to the sewers below, watching my uncle fight for his life and then hand me his sword, the excitement, the fear, the anticipation. The pitter-patter of the rain stopped and met with the iconic Hyrule Castle theme, the theme that will become timeless. This feeling would continue on and on and on while playing this game. A vastly different experience from his predecessor only 5 years prior. The feeling of freedom with the 8-way walking compared to the 4-way NES Zelda walking. The swing instead of the stab really relieved some of the frustration of the previous game. Exploring was a must to complete the game, and this world gave us much to discover. There were a lot of things to stash in your inventory. Interaction with the villagers and monsters didn't leave you feeling empty. All in all, back in '92, gameplay was epic. Ironically, in the present, a lot of publishers recycle games or keep the retro feel, so gameplay wouldn't feel very dated or awkward. However, there are noticeable frame skips when there's too much action on the screen. I feel that the gameplay and story still holds up fairly strong today. Very vibrant, clean, crisp, and clear. Landscapes are beautiful and detailed. Sprites have personality. Top notch in 1992. Compared to other SNES games, this stood out. Nothing high-tech or fancy, but every sprite can be identified. It always captured the mood from the dreary dungeons to the lush forests. The atmosphere was always great. Again, due to the many games going back to the retro old school look now, Zelda still holds up. However, it is noticeably dated. Yet, I don't think any youngster who plays this will be turned off by its graphics. Absolutely epic. The dungeons are creepy. The villages feel safe. The world feels hostile yet serene. The sound effects, mwah, chef's kiss. And the Hyrule Overworld theme is one of the most recognized game themes, period. This, along with the graphics, truly is what made this game a masterpiece. very, very nostalgic for those who have played this before. However, if you have never played this game, you'll find that the soundtrack is still very pleasant in this day and age, despite the quality being only 16-bit. You didn't have a choice. Back in 1992, 100%ing the game is all you can really do in that time period. Not like we had many games to choose from, or had the money to buy it back then, or download anything at that time. However, the length of the game is fairly short. But all kidding aside, the game was very replayable. When you first went through the game, you didn't get everything, and then after a while you wanted to get every single heart piece you can get. Or maybe you wanted to speedrun it. That's what I did when I was younger. I think my record was 3 hours. One can complete this game for the first time in about 5 to 8 hours, which is really like a prelude chapter for a lot of newer games these days. Danganronpa V3. No, the replay value is actually quite low these days. I'd assume the average first-time player would only play this through one time before moving on to the many trillion of other games out there. Honestly, I'm not mad at him. Not super difficult either by these standards. Then again, I did do a playthrough without a single death. Okay, wait, the fairy doesn't count. Back in 1992, there were very few games that played similarly to A Link to the Past. No question, this game had a lasting impact in the gaming world, paving the way for other great titles due to its influence. This game deserves to be called one of the greatest games for the SNES. No, better yet, one of the greatest games ever made. So is this game worth playing now? Yes. Hell yes it is. I strongly encourage you all to play this game at least one time in your life. It's fun, it's quick, you don't need to know the previous story, and you get to have bragging rights. Alright, so that's going to do it, y'all. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hey, before you go, if you like what you saw, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out a lot. Also, if you like the video, give it a like. If you don't like it, dislike it. That's cool too. We love it. Also, I stream on twitch.tv if you want to see me live, as well as having a Discord if you want to come hang out with us. Until then, take care of yourselves. Peace.